All right. Good morning. Good morning. I feel like this is the beginning of the year. Last week was a trial because everybody's kind of all funky. This week we started on a Monday and we started with a new mastermind concept, which we're going to talk about in a little bit. So I'm really excited for you guys to be positive about the outcomes of 2024. So I've given you my predictions. It's going to be a difficult year, but we are going to crush it because we got the right mindset, we got the right attitude, and we got the right skills. Right. So we're just going to keep pushing, pushing, and pushing. And demonstrate the unique power of anywhere. So let's jump into our agenda. Boom. Start off with a quote for the day. If you work just for money, you'll never make as much as you like. But if you love and enjoy what you're doing and you always put the customer first, success and money will be yours. So true. And that's from the founder of McDonald's, Roy Kroc. Right? So do you love what you do? I think that's what we're going to find because I know personally we've lost, I don't know, 30, 40 agents in the last 2 months, not from our company to another company, but just from the industry to inactive or to referral companies. So we're going to see that happening because they just don't love the business. If you love what you do, you'll do more of it. So let's find something we're passionate about. And we talk about those things. We talk about the archetypes, right? If you're a networker, if you're a marketer, right? What are the other two? Networker, marketer, promoter, and a converter. Do what you like, right? And get really good at it. That's kind of where we need to focus on for this year. I'm going to repeat this again, but the same effort you did last year is going to be less business this year. Sorry to tell you, it's just the way it's going to be. If you put a little more effort in this year, you'll get the same business you did last year. And if you put a lot more effort in, you're going to get a lot more business than you did last year, just because it's going to be time to clean up and the professionals are going to crush it. I want you to think about really joining and participating in the mastermind. All right, that's my next slide coming up. So I'm not going to talk that much about it here. So we'll just leave that go. But we want to share what works and what didn't work and learn from each other. That's almost like the definition of what a mastermind really is to learn from each other. And you guys have as much to teach as you do to learn. So if we get together, we had 71 people, I think, at the highest online yesterday, right, to learn from each other. And we might make mistakes. I did this, I didn't do this, and I didn't win the appointment. Okay, no shame in that. That's just going to teach us all that maybe we should avoid that next time, and that energy will grow and help us all together. Miss Megan, are you with us today? She's just joining us now. There she is. I always like to get Megan in and out early because she's got work to do.
I do. Yes. Good morning, everybody. I wanted to remind everybody we have our class on Thursday. To start the new year, we're going to review Title One-on-One. So we're going to go over just the basics. If you're new or you are, a seasoned agent, it is still nice to refresh your memory, bring your questions. But I am excited to review some Title One-on-One. And then I will be on vacation starting next week till the 24th. So if you need anything, reach out to India and Victoria. I will not have any service, so I will not be available for any questions, but India will be on the Tuesday morning meeting for the next 2 weeks.
Well, that sounds like a real vacation.
I know. I'm very excited.
Oh, you deserve it.
Thank you.
Looking forward to a great 2024 with you guys.
I am too. Very excited. We came in with last Monday or Tuesday when we came in, we had 4 or 5 new contracts. So great way to start the new year. We are moving and grooving. Victoria is our one processor, and she's got tons of intro calls to make today for all the contracts that we've got. So it is really great to start the new year like that.
Yep. Awesome and amazing. Thank you very much.
You are very welcome. You guys have a wonderful week, and I'll see you on Thursday.
All righty. All right, managers, we had Joy worked her butt off in the last week to get all these reports done because we had year-end report, we had to close everything. I'm not sure you guys realize, but at the end of the month, there's a lot of cleanup to do. We had a process to put everything to Century 21. Paramount Title has to do post-closing process, all their year-end, month-end stuff. And we tend to load our closings toward the end of the month, so it's a lot more work, right? But Joy did produce the tops reports, which I have up on the screen. And let's start with Chris of the Apollo Beach.
Good morning. So our top producers for the month of December, in the Apollo Beach office, we had Miss Lisa Silla with the most listings, took 3 listings in December. And then with the top selling agent, Miss Lisa Silla again, she opened 6 sides of business in December. So while a lot of you were taking time off, she was out selling, getting listings, and also closing listings, because most closed sides, Lisa Silla tied with Heidi Seddon for 4 closed sides in December. And then Kalani Heyman had the most closed commissions for the month of December. You've seen Lisa up on this list for, gosh, I want to say the last 4 months in a row. And that's just a testament to the work ethic and the consistency that she puts into farming. So she farms probably 3 or 4 neighborhoods exclusively, and she's consistently knocking on doors, putting out flyers, holding open houses, sending postcards and sending mailers. And then it always comes back around and she gets a real busy spurt. That's where she's at right now, and she's cleaning up.
I got a call. So the guy that does my marine upholstery has a mobile home down in Ruskin. And he called me and says, Craig, I'm moving. We're going to do this. The other day, I have an agent for me, and I gave him Lisa. And I've totally forgot about this like 3 or 4 months ago. And he called me over the weekend. And I'm like, wow, this is weird. Jim's calling me. It's odd. He says, I don't know, thank you, because Lisa did a phenomenal job. Told me about all the challenges and the missed title and all this other crap they had to go through.
Well,
But for him to call me personally and say that was big.
yeah, and I don't think, when you do mobile homes not on land, you're typically the buying agent, the selling agent, the title agent. So you're pretty much everything. So you're collecting some funds, you're accounting for the funds, depositing the funds, delivering the funds, bringing things
Getting the
title.
title.
Yeah, processing title, making sure it's going through all that stuff. So she did she's doing a bang up job. So congrats, Lisa, on all the successes you've had over this last quarter.
While you're up, why don't you do Sun City too?
Yeah, for Sun City, the other half of our South Shore locations, we've got Sandy Tams, Robin Bennett, and Miss Helen Williams, all tied with 2 listings in December.
Wow, that's
Then most open sides, Sandy Tams opened 3 sides in December. And new to the list, Miss Kristen Miller joined us in the second half of this year. She's a new agent with us, just got her license this year, just joined with us. She had 2 closed sides in the month of December and most closed commissions for the month of December. Congratulations, Kristen. It's great to see a new face on the list and a new agent.
no doubt. Let's jump to Rachel in Indian Rocks Beach.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. So Indian Rocks Beach, we have Mindy and Dan with the most listings. And then we have Danielle Sagato with the as the top selling agents and the most number of open sides. Shayna Turner as well with 2. And then Bob Dean was our most closed sides and the most gross commission. And if I could just tell you guys what Mindy Smith and Shayna Turner have been going through, I'm going to tell you, their personal lives have had some huge challenges, and they have shown up like the bosses they are and still consistently worked. Danielle is here every Friday. She's always consistent with her floor duty, and she's consistent in her production. And Bob Dean could sell you a heater on the 4th of July in Florida and make you think you got a good deal. So sales skills, consistency, deciding that, yes, life is hard and doing it anyway. Those are the keys to being successful, and you can do that too. Congratulations to my ladies and my guy.
Awesome. Why don't you go ahead and do Madeira Beach as well while you're there?
Okay, so with that one, we have Caitlin with the most listings, and then Amy Smith with everything else. And I will tell you, Amy Smith is a boss. She is a master of mastering her time. She is very dedicated, very focused. And when she is on one task, that is the task she is on. That is the key to success in this business. Very proud of her. And Caitlin, my word, that woman gets pulled 50 different ways because she does so much, not just for our agents here, but also for all of the BE3 agents. And that is a huge group now, growing by the day. And she still found time to get the most listings. You rock, Caitlin. You rock, Amy. We are very proud.
Hey, so just some thoughts and prayers for there's supposed to be up to a 4-foot tidal surge today coming in, with 50 knot winds coming off the Gulf of Mexico into the Balearic Islands. If that happens, there's a potential for flooding again. So I know Mindy's house was flooded while she was away. They were in a car accident, lots of shit going on. So just let's hope that storm dies down a little bit and doesn't hit, because it's weird what's happening over there. That town's been flooded twice in the last 6 months. And if it happens again, these poor people, what are they going to do? I mean, their houses are basically getting tons of water in them. So fingers crossed. Let's go to Joe Diener.
Good morning, everyone. Well, we are just excited with our members on the board this month. Adam, #1 agent of the company, hits the board again with 2 listings for the month of December. He ended the year very big, and we're excited where he is and where he's gone for this year. Nick Stromboli, 5 open sides. First time on the board. He's finally made it. He's been working extremely hard. He had some difficult personal things at the beginning of this year, but we got past those, and he is knocking it out of the park. He is diligent with his contacts and everything, and very excited. He found himself a builder to work with, so 2024 should be awesome for him. Jessica Bagans, oh my goodness, she has made the board again. She was so close to Centurion, 5 closed sides this month. She really pounded it out to finish extremely strong. I'm very proud of her. And we worked hard to try to get her there, but Masters Diamond is certainly nothing to sneeze at. And Adam, making the board almost every month this year, closed with most commissions for the month. So we're really proud of all those people this month.
Just think about 5 closings a month. If you just annualize that, that's 60 closings a year. So the average real estate agent does 3.5 to 4 deals a year. To do 5 in a month, pretty much consistently, that's a big number.
But it's a big number because you're working with 5 people looking at houses and 5 people getting ready to close. So you're working with 10 open files. That's a lot.
It is. We work hard. We deserve the money we earn.
We do.
I'm Kathleen. Let's talk about Sarasota.
Hey, good
And-
morning, everyone. Consistency is key here, as you will notice. Some familiar faces on here. Martin DeMosby with 2 listings and a tie with Ivy Nedley and Angelo Samarco. And we have for the most closed sides, a tie with Martin DeMosby and Delia Valenti. And then most GCC brought in Martin DeMosby. Now, what do we have in common here? We've got Martin, who has hit Ruby, and Delia, who's hit Ruby. It's consistency, it's follow-up, it's flyers, it's farming, it's phone calls, it's doing everything on a regular schedule, constant contact with their clients. And just a special shout out to everybody on this board. They are excellent with follow-up with their clients. They have the utmost respect for their clients. They're patient. That's the name of the game. Follow-up, professional service, consistency. Congratulations, guys and gals.
Something else popped up in my mind that's consistent about those people, because I do reach out, talk to them from time to time. One thing that is consistent is they answer their phone.
Yes, they do.
I mean, almost every time I call any one of those agents you just listed or anybody just listed, they pick up their phone. And it's not because it's me. They just answer the phone. That's because that's where you make your money, right?
That's right.
Cool. Thomas, you ready to talk about Brandon?
Good morning, team. So we have Amy Camasso, Andy Simmons, and Lauren Fletchman for 1 listing. And we have Andy Simmons for 3 open sales, and Andrea DiFilippo with 3 closed sides and most commissions. Congratulations. Ladies. I mean, as you guys, if you follow this last year, 2023, these names are consistently on the board. Andy Simmons was the #1 in Brandon. Amy Camasso had her best year. And Lauren Fletchman, she was going for diamond, but it's nothing to frown upon. Lauren, you did great. Andrea, with everything that's going on with your personal life, you still came up on top. So congratulations, ladies. Thank you for all you do.
Awesome and amazing. Good job. Okay, let's go to I guess with the BE3 group. So Jessica Rome, why don't you talk about the ones you're responsible for? And then we'll talk about some of the new ones.
All right. Good morning, everyone. I'll skip around a little bit because I think I might be handling all of the BE3 today. So I'm scrambling a bit. But
No, I got Miami, Jessica. You go right ahead.
oh, you got Miami? Okay. Well, I will say going to West Pasco, Margaret Greco, she was on here in October, but she pretty much swept the board. She had the top selling, top closings, most gross closed commission. So she's kicking butt again. And she's someone that puts in the work and continues to show up. Let's see, on the Roman group, Vernon Nelson, I know a lot of you are familiar with him. He is a newer agent, but he always shows up. He always asks questions. He stays pushing the bar and it shows. So he's on the board with most listings. Sherilyn Clark is the top sales agent, which is awesome. She's been with me over a decade and she's pretty consistent. She's a great person. If you ever get to know her, she's wonderful. And familiar, Joanna Navarro, most closings. She had 3. She did over $1 million in closings in December. And anyone that knows Joanna, she is someone that always comes from contribution and everything she does, whether it be online, in person. She's always helping people without looking at the outcome. You know, she's not attached to the outcome. She always just tries to help. So where are we going over to?
Just regular BE3.
B3. Okay, so Orlando, Lavada. She's our newest regional president. She just got here and she's already topped listings with 3 listings for the month of December. Crystal Washington Booth, she is on here pretty frequently, tied with Lavada with 3 sales. Cheryl Rhoda Wu and Crystal Washington Booth. These ladies dominate their market, but Cheryl Rhoda Wu got top closings and most closed GCI with nearly 20,000. So congratulations. These guys go above and beyond for their business. And I'm really happy that they're on these lists again. So I think
Yeah, we just
I
hired
hit all our people.
We hired 2 new regional presidents for the North Panhandle of Florida now. So now we're in Pensacola. What's the other place? The Emerald Coast. So we're now
Emerald Coast.
across North Florida. We're hiring a lot. So they're all coming aboard. So it's kind of neat to see. We'll see those keep growing.
All
do we cover-
right. One last piece to BE3. I'm having BE3 Miami this morning. We have Laura Pinzon and Christian Dominguez with the top listing agents for 1. Miguel Savat, he's a familiar name, and congratulations to Miguel. He also made Masters Emerald last year, so he is a powerhouse down there. He had 2 open sides, top closing agent. There was a 3-way tie between Frank Costa, Miguel Savat, and Maria Vergara. And then finally, the top closing agent was Frank Costa. So congratulations, everyone.
Awesome and amazing. Great growth. You know, the one thing I'm noticing, and I think you guys are seeing it too, the number of listings is down, but listings is almost in every case lower than the sales, right? So we're making sales very well. But if our focus becomes on listings, what happens? We get more sales. So you'll very frequently find that the more listings you get, the more sales you get. So if our effort goes on finding listings, then you'll find the sales. Right, Adam? That's how it goes. Okay, cool. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to go through my inbox real quick. So our focus for the January Mastermind, which is a Monday class, which is a collaborative class, is to focus on finding 1 qualified appointment a week, with the emphasis being on qualified. And a qualified appointment is one that is, I've decided to sell, I know where I'm going, and I've got a time frame to get there. That's what, and of course, financially qualified, right? If they don't have those 3 qualities, though, they're just a prospect. And there's nothing wrong with prospects. We want as many prospects as we have, because that's called our sales funnel, right? We throw everything into the funnel and it works its way through, and what comes out the other end? A deal, right? So we want to put as many prospects as we can into the funnel, but we want to focus on finding 1 qualified appointment a week for the next 13 weeks. And that would put you on a path to earn an extra $120,000 a year after taxes. Pretty cool, right? So what are the things we could do yesterday to find one qualified appointment? It's going to take effort. I'm not making light of it. We could call FSBOs, we could call expireds, we could call absentee owners. I think Mike's post this morning talked about, have you noticed your taxes and your insurances are going up? Have you noticed? Yep. Have you noticed? Have you noticed? It's insane, right? The absentee owners, their rents might not be keeping up with their increased expenses, and it might be time for them to sell. Who knows? Maybe they're tired of their houses being flooded and having to file insurance claims and their flood insurance going through the roof. Absentee owners, we could do networking events. You could join the Miata Club, right? I mean, there's just so many things we could do to engage. So if you have to do what? 3 words: talk to people, no matter where you go. It could be a chamber networking event. It could be anything. But if you talk to people and find out what they have and what they need, like Roy Kroc said in the quote, we'll do it. So that's the emphasis. So on Monday, I want you guys to show up and let's talk about the successes and failures that worked and didn't work. And maybe we can learn from each other. So that's kind of the purpose on the mastermind. Upcoming events. We put a lot of effort into our training classes. And Angelique does an amazing job of recapping them and cutting them down and editing them. So if you missed the class, you can rewatch it. So keep your eyes open for the in case you missed it emails, and please watch them if you can. We're going to show the Centurion winners. That Excel spreadsheet's open. This is big. I mean, Century 21 has done amazing. Good morning, Ilana. Has done an amazing job creating an award system that is very complicated. And for the first time, they've lowered it this year, which is surprising. But look at what we did. So my name's there. Well, I did have a really large closing last year, but most of her transaction fees. So take money off. But our Centurion winners are Adam Kuchmeyer, Nicole Gossett, Andy Simmons, Devin Weiser, Cody Calvo, and Heidi Seddon and Amy Smith. That's like a major recognition now, because what was Centurion last year? $320,000. It's right.
This was this year, so last, was it on the right?
Yeah, $320,000. That's doctors don't make that much money, right? That's a big deal to become a Centurion Award winner. So congratulations to you guys. Masters Diamond, there's nothing to shake your head at. 265 to 319,000. And some people missed it by a hair. But that's Jesse Griffin, Melissa Ryan, my daughter Jessica Beggins Houston, Amy Camasso. And that's it on the Masters Diamond. Masters Emerald was 215 to 264,000. Still a shit ton of money. I'm sorry to use my French, but Michael Reichenbach, Susie Wood-Zigman, Mike Hoskinsons, Bob Dean, Lauren Fleischman, Jeff Beggins, interesting, Miguel from Miami, and that's the Masters Emerald. And then the beginning to the path Centurion is what's called Masters Ruby. And there's quite a few of those this year. And that's, once again, that's the beginning of the award winners, starting at 165 up to 215,000. So Dick Wilson, Delia Valente, Martin Domofsky, Kate Heath, Sandy Tams, Mandy Fackler, Aixa Moore. Aixa's been traveling all freaking year. She literally took an RV to Alaska for 6 months, came back for a month, and now she's on a trip around the world, and she still made Masters Ruby. That's pretty amazing after 27 years of doing real estate. Maria McNeil, constantly crushing it right now. Kimberly Bowden, Kevin Friel, Robin Bennett, and Kalani Heyman, and Laura Mesa Wolf all made Masters Ruby this year. And then some came super duper close. And, you know, we made a decision yesterday at the managers meeting to not show the numbers because some of you get embarrassed, but I want to show the numbers so bad. I really do. Our top earner, well, I can't say what the names now. I'll say that another time, but that works. And, you know, is our team too? I didn't show those down. So the Sarah and Molly team crushed it. The Crawford team did a really, really, really good job. Giovanna Navarro is on Team Roman, 113,000. Jessica, 81,000. We can skip those for now. But the Centurion title went to, what was that last one? Sorry. So Giovanna made the Centurion Award, which is a big number for a team because the team basically takes into consideration twice as much. Cool. Agenda, sorry. January Wizard video and Moxie. Jimmy did a great job sending out a video yesterday to show that. You want to talk about it?
Yeah, I just want to. Yeah, I just wanted to talk real quick about it because this is done a little bit differently. So, yes, what I sent you, there is a PDF version, so you can go knock on doors, take it out to your farm. There's still an e-blast, so if you want to just mail it one time to everybody, you're good to go. But this year I did something a little bit different because I want to save you guys time. And there is now a campaign, monthly Wizard article campaign that's available for you in Moxie. What that means is you can go and set all your people up on this campaign, and it'll automatically send out every single month for you. Okay, so now you don't have to do anything. Now, if you want to change it, don't use the campaign, because this is the one thing that I ask. This is how Moxie and the system works. If you take that campaign that I made for you, I update, when we make this Wizard article, we update it every month and put it into the campaign. And it'll automatically update when I put it in every single month for you. But if you go and change anything, if you don't like the day that it's scheduled to go out, or you don't like what's on it and you want to add a video or add something else to that campaign, you're going to break the sync is what it's called. And what that means is if you break the sync and you change the date and you say, I want it to go out now, I don't want to wait, then that means when I do the next update next month and I put the new one in there, you are not going to have that you're going to send out like a blank copy basically, because I put in placeholders in the campaign for you, just so you know that they're there. Okay. So don't touch the campaign if you want it to run for you.
Right.
But it is available to save you guys time. And you don't have to worry about it. Set it up once and forget it basically. So,
But while you're up here, let's talk
Yeah.
about it. So whoever they are, they say that we need to touch our database 47 times. Right? So Jimmy says, put everybody on a holiday campaign.
yep, that's
That's
19.
that's 19 touches. So you still have 28 more to go. So you got to have something else to send to them. I do spend time making a Wizard article that I think is relevant and they're good. So there's another 12 of your 28 left to go. And then you need something else, right? And we also have
There's a ton of campaigns that are available now too.
Mhm.
So there's new buyer campaigns, there's new prosperity network campaigns. There's so much available at your fingertips right now by just clicking a few buttons and grabbing it and get started. You just have to do it.
I'm such a dork, and so is my dad. So you went into my Moxie and we were training one
Yeah.
day and you sent it out.
Yes.
And my uncle, my dad's brother, clicked on my website, clicked on the Our Projects button, and started browsing around stuff. And he found the Pelican. My uncle's a fairly wealthy guy. And he inquired and we talked, and he's actually very serious about buying a waterfront house in Florida to vacation at. And I mentioned this in the training class yesterday, and my dad wrote back an email and said, by the way, I'm stealing your John lead.
Well, somebody didn't follow up.
And I didn't follow up, and
Yeah,
I admitted
yes,
it. So that's
yes.
sort of the deal. All right.
Well, here, since I'm up here,
Yeah. Do your Moxie survey too.
yeah. Do you have the email for that?
Yes, we do. It's in my inbox.
You don't mind? So I sent this to all of the managers. So please ask your managers when you do your meetings. Sorry, guys. Ask them for this report so they can show you how you did. And using Moxie, not the survey. Sorry, not the survey. No.
Not the survey?
Oh, it's the Moxie present numbers. I just want to.
Oh, that was impressive.
All right, so basically, this is broken down by, this is not broken down by office, but your managers have a report. So ask them for that so you can see how you did with your Moxie presentations. I do not have numbers for all the other Moxie stuff yet, but I'll be sure to get that to you. But I wanted to give a call out for last year. So these are the top 10 agents that are utilizing Moxie Present. Okay, the number one is Jessica Beggins. Houston, sorry, I said it. Did I say it right? Yeah. Houston, excuse me. I totally screwed that up. Anyways, 365 presentations, which basically means she's doing one a day. And I'm pretty sure she was on the list, the tops list for five deals. And I will tell you, when you look at each office, and you see who the top like 5 to 10 are, they're all of our top agents.
And they're using
And they're
Moxie.
using Moxie Present. Not all of them. We'll work on the ones that are not using it because I can promise you can get more deals if you do use it. But anyways, let's give a quick shout out. So Jessica, 365. Terry Colley started. When did Terry and Sharon start?
Mid last year.
Mid. Okay. 344. Chris Everett, 243. Mike Clayman, 215. Whippa, 212. Sarah, 205, all the way down. Let's see. Carla, 180. Dale, 177. Pam, 176. And Michelle Camp, 155.
Okay.
So I think that's pretty strong. You can see how they're using Moxie Present to show up.
Yeah, and I want to comment on that because the purpose of Moxie, as we've been to the presentations, is to make you show up better, right? And I've already told you, you're going to have less competitors this year, but you're going to have more competition, which means you need to show up better, right? So I want you to, and I think you told me 75% of the presentations we're sending out are listing.
Yep.
We are going to enhance the buyer presentations as well. I want you to start treating the buyers as competition. You're going to be competing with them, right? We had some good examples of the mastermind yesterday about how builders are, not recognizing the value of an agent. We got to make sure that the customers value the benefit of an agent so they don't go to the builders without us. All right. So I'm just giving you a warning. This is what's coming down the pike. So good stuff.
And then my last thing I'll do with Moxie is this afternoon, you are going to get a survey. Okay. The survey's gonna take-
challenging.
Listen, it's going to take a few minutes to fill the survey out. I do apologize. There's a lot in here, but I would really appreciate your feedback. This is all about the entire Moxie Works suite, specific questions on how we can utilize these answers to deliver better training for you and hopefully get you where you need to be. So this is your opportunity to go in here and say, I don't know how to use this. I need to learn how to do this. I don't like the stuff that you guys do here, please, because I want to give you as much value as you can. And again, my idea is just, I want you to show up better and not have to take as much time to do stuff. So if you don't know how to do some of the stuff on here, put it on there, and then you'll start seeing some of the trainings and some of the things starting to come out around what you do. So please take the time later on this afternoon or next couple of days, filling out the survey for me. I'd greatly appreciate it.
We wouldn't be spending the time on this if it wasn't important.
Right.
So
Right.
please help us help you. Welcome to our new Panhandle team. I don't know if Mike's on the schedule, but you can meet him soon. Mike Johnson. Mike, if you don't mind, let's make him a co-host too. Let's just show your face. That's gonna be a test to see if he's actually listening. Because I know some of you log in and then you walk away. It could never happen. There he is.
Here.
Hey, Mike, throwing you under the bus. So Mike's our newest team leader, regional president, and Pensacola market. Very successful Centurion agent with an old Century 21 company. He left Century 21, went to Compass, the big fancy real estate company, and he left Compass to come join us. So he's building a big team in Pensacola, which is a whole new market for us. So if we have any referrals or anything going that way, we've got a network inside the company to handle it. Cool. Okay. That really is a throw under the bus, so we'll give him a break. Back to my agenda. All right. Next week, Pensacola's in a different time zone. Did you know that? So we're going to do a test. We're going to move training from 8:30 to 9 o'clock. So it'll be 8 o'clock in Central Standard Time. It'll be 9 o'clock here. And we're going to try to shorten it to a half hour. So it's literally a team huddle. We get together, we discuss, and we go about our day. So you'll still be done by 9:30, but we're going to start at 9 o'clock as a test to see how that works. So we'll see if you guys like it, and please be vocal and let me know. We're still going to have guests come on Thursdays. So like when Megan has a class plan, it's probably going to go the full hour because they plan those classes. So that'll stay the same. Chris, you've got a class coming up on this Thursday.
Yeah, this Thursday, if you need help setting goals, shifting your mindset, kind of getting focused for this new year, that's what this class is going to be about. It's called the Blueprint. It's going to be focused on goals and mindset. If you're concerned or wondering why you haven't been able to, or why you haven't got the things that you want and the things you've set your mind to, there's probably some blocks. There's probably some things that you don't realize that are there. We'll talk a little bit about those, try and clear some of those things out of the way, try and change your level of awareness, bring your energy up, and then start focus on setting some goals. It's kind of like similar to like a vision board type class, but we're going to do that much differently. Try and get you into a space where you can really think and see and clearly visualize the things that you want and really set some intentions for them. So it's this Thursday from 1 to 3 o'clock.
And that's going to be live in person.
Live in person in the Apollo Beach office. It's got to be in person. It's something that'll lose a lot of its a lot of the translation if we do it online.
I've done this exercise with Chris, and I'll be honest with you, I was blocked on other things. And once I was done talking with him, I went through and I just started flowing and all kinds of stuff. Nothing really big or important, just things to do that juice me up. Right. And now I'm seeing all kinds of cool stuff. Took pictures this morning on my way in, just dumb things, right? It's cool stuff that just gave me things to think about. So if you are stuck setting goals, that'd be a great class to attend. If you are a top agent or attend any top agent event this last year, you were sent an invitation to attend an RSVP at the Palma City Country Club on the 18th. We're going to throw on a cool ass class mastermind brainstorming event. Jimmy just spat it out a whole bunch of different ideas that's going to make it a lot of fun and educational at the same time, because a lot of our top agents don't get to engage with us as much as we want them to. So we want to make sure you've got the messages you need to have. So it's going to be a great event. Please be prepared to share. 121, they're putting a big push on that, Century 21 is. So if you want to go, it's $6.85 to register. There's a coupon code we have now. I'll send that out in an email. And then Florida 21 is like, if you don't go to Las Vegas, you're going to miss a lot, but a lot of the same speakers are coming. The speaker for Florida 21, I found out this week, is going to be Air Force One pilot who was flying George Bush around during the Gulf War. And he's got apparently some amazing stories to talk about. So that should be very interesting to hear. And then we got some birthdays to cover. Taylor Gaines on the 9th, John Evans on January 10th. Woo! You'll be 22 again. Jeanette Waltrip is our staff who covers us on the weekends on the 14th. Mikael Sheffield and BE3 Lakeland on the 14th. And Janos Alani in South Tampa on the 14th as well. Happy birthday week to you guys. And there's your 2024 goals starting at 140,000. It was 165. So that's a $25,000 drop. That's basically 14 transactions a year. And you can get that recognition. And Centurion is down to 272,000, down from 320,000. And now it's time to break off for individual office meetings. And I'm 8 minutes behind. Thank you guys. Good job today.